Okay,
different things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want to do
Let's go. Let's get it.
You want to get it right down and go.
7-7. See what he gonna run. See what he gonna run. Let's go. 3 wide. I'm gonna go with me 3-4 right quick. I'm gonna go in this coverage here. Cause he been running this little play. I've been trying to stop it with my 3-4. Pressing up. Jam up, baby. Jam up. Press up. Let go.
Now Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacy.
Get D. Get D. Cause he could have got big with that. Could have got big. Let go. Alright, we're gonna go to cover 2 hard flat. No. Let me see it. I'm gonna do this again right here.
So the offense ready for a
we're gonna press up. We're gonna watch that screenplay this time. See what the running back do. Oh, we gotta hit that nigga. Oh.
Right around the 37.
Oh.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
All right, we're gonna do a dog pinch.
First and 10 now. 2 minutes to play in a tightly
we're gonna do a dog pinch. We're gonna pinch it. See where he runs. See where he runs.
After this timeout.
He like 3 wide. Yep. So we're gonna pinch the play. Try to give him a little pressure.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Rodgers to throw once more. Looking deep downfield.
Let go! I'm raping this dude, man.
Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Just because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. LA a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to LA. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time.
Motherfucking shit lagging hard on my phone.
Chargers, but only played 1 season as such. There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete as well. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. There's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off.
Get off of me!
Into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, get their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nearly another interception.
You better stop it, boy. I got a play to stop that little weak-ass play you doing now, my nigga.
The offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents. All right, that starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins. They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan, this will be caught at the 2. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in.
I should have went back to that cover 4 because they covered that shit real good.
Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are back within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll set up the screen to Lacy. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. There he goes, right side. Touchdown.
Man, that little play kicking my ass. Why I keep changing up?
Davante Adams, 76 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in your book.
Yeah. You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I heard an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard them over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Packers get set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Rodgers will try again on second down. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for him.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Rodgers with a keeper. Boy, a curious decision to go for.
Yeah, you don't like that. I crushed that nigga.
Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Who? Oh, all right. Well, shit. It's the kids in here too. All right.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense.
I am. I'm about the game about over with.
Be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Rodgers to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And here now.
That nigga quit it. Camera shutting the door. Hello. Oh, he got the end game chat on. You are. Do that mean that nigga ranked number 1?
What up, man?
That nigga ain't ranked number 1. Oh, what's up, boy?
Shit.
I just beat the ranked number 1 nigga.
Right.
Nah, no fucking with y'all. Oh, he ranked 733. I just beat him. He was mad as fuck too.
For real.
Yeah.
You can't see what he was ranked after the game, right?
No, that's what you can see. You can see who you play and see what that rank is and stuff.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, so the dude I just beat was ranked 733.
I'm kicking some nigga ass. That nigga already got 3 turnovers in the first quarter.
Yeah, that nigga I just played, that nigga threw 4 interceptions and 2 of them were for scores. So I beat him 30 to 21. He quit it though. He quit it at like beginning of the 4th.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm beating this nigga. I'm trying to score right quick. 14-0.
Next year, cuz the next Madden coming up, cuz they brought back that team play. Yeah, that team play with the